So, good evening, everyone. Or in German, we say Guten Abend. So, thank you so much for joining today's webinar. We are going to start off in a few. We'll just give the rest 3 minutes to join. Then we can start immediately at 7:05. So, let's just give the others 3 minutes to join. Meanwhile, we can be introducing ourselves. There is a chat box right down there. You can write your name, your profession, what you want to go to do in Germany, the next topic you'd like us to discuss in our next webinar, and the country that you're coming from, so that immediately at 7:05 we start. So you'll just write on the chat box. Then at 7:05, Mary Sylvia can start us off. Thank you so much.
Hi everyone. If you can hear me, just give me a thumbs up on the chat box so that I can proceed. Yeah. You can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I can proceed.
Yes, please. You can proceed, Mary Sylvia. We can hear you. Hello. I can start off as we wait for Mary Sylvia. So, good evening once again. My name is Sharon, and I'm the languages coordinator at Passcode Global Consultants. And I want to take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you in today's webinar, where we'll be learning more about the pathways to go to Germany, the pros and cons in Germany, so that as you prepare yourself to travel, you know what you expected to do and what to expect once you get to Germany. Because I believe each and every one of our of us here, the goal is to move to Germany. And we are privileged to have one of the experts, the best people now to advise us on the pathways to use to go to Germany, what to expect when we get there, the culture shock and things like those. So we're privileged to have here Jonathan with us here, who is in Germany currently. So if you have any questions, we will have a Q&A session. So you can type the questions on the chat box, or if you're able to, you can unmute yourself after the presentation, then ask the questions. So for those who want to join our next German class, our next intake will be starting on 9th of March. Reach out to us via 07 or 2547 68 141. Start your payments early to secure a slot for the 9th of March class. So without further ado, I'm hoping that you're going to learn and benefit from this webinar. And information is power. So whatever information you're going to get from here, do not just sleep on it. Act on it. For those who've already started classes with us, we're going to hold your hand from learning the language till the relocation part. And feel free to ask any questions and suggest the topics that you'd like us to cover in the next webinar. So let me welcome Herr Jonathan, or in German we say Herr Jonathan, to take us through.
Okay, thank you, Sharon. I don't know, there is an echo. Let me check on it.
Yeah, there's some echo.
Can you check on it?
Jonathan,
Yeah.
just mute yourself from one device.
I think I'm. I think I have one device.
You've probably logged in maybe with two tabs open.
I don't know if it's okay now. No. It's still
The
there.
echo is still there.
The echo is still there. Can you check it? Yeah, I think it's on your side, Sharon.
You can proceed.
Okay, so but I hope everyone can get me out. Can you get it well, or the echo is interfering?
We can get you, but there's still some echo. Check if maybe you have two devices. and unmute one or just leave the meeting from one device. But we can get you. You can just continue with the presentation.
Okay, we can proceed. I hope it's okay. Can you get me now?
Very well.
Yeah, I think it was on my side. I've found it. So now for those who are joining, so I'm here, Jonathan, and here as one of those consultants here at Passcodes now when it comes to the life here in Germany and everything. Been in Germany now my second year in Germany, and there are things I can talk about Germany well. Some it's still yet to learn, but majority we can talk about. So just to proceed, maybe I'll just share some of the slides. So as you know, we are now checking on the pro and cons of migrating to Germany. What should you expect, and now what also can sometimes you need to prepare yourself for, so that you don't come and say, I didn't know this. So important things to know. First is that when migrating to Germany, it can offer you many opportunities. Migration to Germany now can offer you many opportunities, but also there are some challenges. And with this presentation, we are going to outline some key advantages and disadvantages that when you migrate to Germany, you might face. So one of the pros, that is the advantages here, is that Germany has strong economy. The economy in Germany is strong. Everything, the system runs well. You can't complain that there is no food and everything. The economy is strong, and there is high demand of skilled workers. The skilled works that are done by hand, the use of hand. Those ones are now in demand here in Germany. The plumbers, the drivers also, when it comes to caregivers, nurses, all the handwork jobs, they are in high demand. And also there is now the house building. That is the paid vocational training. It's called paid because you learn. You don't pay any school fee, but monthly you get some stipend. You get some small money now, and sometimes you get even some holiday cash and some Christmas cash. So it's a paid vocational training. You don't pay for any learning. And also in some sectors, there are good salaries. Not that there is no good salary. Good salary is also there in German. So under the job opportunities in German, now German has various job opportunities. There are many job opportunities. For those who have learned maybe in history or something like that, you've seen the population in Germany, many are aging. And the Germans, they don't give birth at a high rate. So you'll find the skilled workers, the younger ones who don't want to work also are also there. Those who they just don't want to work, they just want to relax, are also there. So they are missing that production because of skilled workers. So job opportunities are there. So that will encourage you when you're doing German, you just do your best in the language, because you know job opportunities in German, job opportunities are now there. When it comes to the education, some people are doing German and you want to pursue maybe master's degree. The tuition fee are low in some institutions, but when you get an opportunity in public institution, you don't pay anything. no tuition at public universities. There are some people who may pursue a way of doing your studies. That one, you need a blocked account. You just need to support your stay, but you don't pay for fee. The healthcare, the health quality system in Germany, Germany is one of the countries with the best healthcare system, meaning that when you come to Germany, you don't fear also for your health. There will be cold, there is cold, you don't fear that you can get pneumonia and something like that. Their health system is good. So they offer best health services, good medicines, good services in hospitals, best healthcare, as you can see. And also, there is a mandatory health insurance coverage, meaning you can't be in Germany without a health insurance. So that one, you will be paying 50%. The person, your employer, pays 50%. So that health insurance is something that is there because to be treated, you must have an insurance. To buy medicine, you must have that insurance card. So that is mandatory that you will do almost the first week or the first 2 weeks after coming to Germany. That is the first thing you do to register for health insurance coverage. Then now there is worker protection laws. When it comes to laws, like I said, Germany, the system runs well. So the laws are not porous. So there is worker protection law. Even when they say someone should not work above 8 hours, and you are told to work up to 9 hours, and you don't get paid for that, you can sue the company because the worker protection law is not good. When you are being subjected to sometimes some open harassments for the ladies, when you are being exploited, maybe some sexual harassment, something like that, that is a worker protection is under there. When you just report that, that is an action is taken on the spot. So the laws work. In Germany is a country that the laws work. So maybe here you don't assume anything. In Germany, we say you don't assume anything because you don't know whether you are against the law or you are there for the law. So the worker protection law is something that is very effective here in Germany. So the workers are protected. And also now let me come to the quality of life. Environment is very, very safe. Germany is very clean. Very clean. You live in a nice environment. You enjoy the, we say the conservation of the environment. Everywhere you'll find is green. So it's very clean. The country is clean. You enjoy fresh air. Then there are no noises. There are places you don't find noises. So it's a very safe environment. And reliable public transport. There are buses, there are trains. For those who will go to big cities, you will find there are underground trains. There are those trams that also work in the city. So transport is much reliable. For example, when you live in a big city, then you can commute very easily because there are trams there, there are buses there, so commuting is easy. Then you just pay for a monthly ticket, which helps you to move. You don't need to buy a ticket every now and then. But also you can do driving, though it is expensive, and you own your own car. Driving is expensive, but if you do it in Kenya, it can help you here for the first 6 months. If you do it in Kenya, it can help you for the first 6 months. Then you won't spend much in the driving school now because you'll only be learning the side. Here they drive on another side. So only that. So you have a plan, just do it in Kenya so that when you come here, you have some good knowledge. You don't spend much time in the driving school and waste more resources. It is expensive. So with the public transport in Germany is good. You can rely on it. So with the buses, for those who use buses, some people will go to villages, maybe not that village, the way you might think is a village. Here in Germany, they just call it village, maybe because it doesn't have train and something like that, but it's a classic place. So there the buses, they come at an interval of 1 hour. So meaning you have to be punctual at the time. When you say I'm going at this place, you must calculate at what time is the bus coming. If you go late, you wait for 1 hour. So with the buses, that is why those living outside towns, it's a little bit difficult with the reliable public transport. But in towns, it is very reliable. In towns, it is very, very reliable. The clean cities and strong infrastructure, that one I talked about. With Germany, now you have a clean city, you have a strong infrastructure, the roads are well maintained, the railways work very efficiently, and it's very nice. And then, Germany is centrally located in Europe. So when you're in Germany, you will come with a Schengen visa. There are those people who like traveling. Germany has Austria next to it. Luxembourg is there. Belgium is there. Also, just next to Germany. France is also just next. Also, we have Italy just next, not that far. So from Germany, you can visit many countries. So if you are someone who likes traveling, it's not also that expensive. Maybe you book a bus from Germany to France. It's not expensive. It's very cheap. Netherlands is also near. Switzerland is also near. So if you are someone who wants to enjoy life by traveling, you will also like it. You will also like it. So those are the pros. Maybe of the things that you come to expect are what being good that you want to expect when you come to Germany. Those ones that I've talked about. There are still many more. Now, on the cons, the disadvantages. Now, German language is required for most jobs. The German language now is the tool. If you want to integrate German quickly, the language is the only tool. Here, there is no other option. It's the language. There are people who are already in Germany, but they don't know the language. There are people who come with study visa. When you come with a study visa, you don't need to do language in Kenya. But when you come here, you are done with your studies in the university. You want to get a job, you are told, give us German language. So it is very difficult to find even a job when you don't have a German language. Even just going to sweep somewhere, even for supermarket, you can't find. The only job you can find when you have language barrier, I think, is Amazon. But Amazon, you can't get a contract that brings you from Kenya to come here and work in Amazon. Also, that is not there. So language is the most requirement. And B1, B2 level. At A2, you still come here and you'll be frustrated. You can't hear anything. Someone is talking and you can't hear. So at least B1. But when you do it up to B2, it's better for you. When you come here, B2 is recommended for Ausbildung. Because without the B2, the Ausbildung also will be a little bit difficult. Because there, in a day, the Ausbildung, you are taught in German in class. In a day, you get around 100 new words. You have to read, you have to understand, you read some concepts in German. So the German language is something very, very, very important. And now daily life difficult without German. You find you go to a train station, you have a language barrier. You see they make announcement that this train was supposed to come here, but they have changed the station. It's going to move from this other station. So if you have language barrier, you will get lost. You will get lost. When you are also going to buy something, maybe the Germans, they don't get English. They hardly speak English. Some hear, but they can only answer you in German because they have learned. Some they can hear, but they can only answer in German. So the daily life becomes a little bit difficult. When you don't have German, you'll only be sitting in the house. Maybe you just be by yourself. Yeah. So language barrier is something that is a very big disadvantage. Then some bureaucracy and cultural difference, what people will say culture shock. The visa process, not that complex, but it takes time. So you need to be patient in this journey because the visa process, it takes time. They will send the visa to Germany, they approve, but denial are very difficult. For Germany, the denial chances are difficult. So the process is not that complex, but it takes a slower process. It is not something that can work maybe in 1 week, but at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, even up to 2 months. The visa processing. So it's very, very important. Then you have mandatory registration. The first thing you get to Germany, the first day you register that have entered, the first day. If you will come, if you get late, you can do it the following day. But you should not stay that long without registration so that your address is registered. Strict rules and punctual culture. Germans are very strict and punctuality. Not that we have, like Africans, we have our African time. When I say the meeting will start at 7, you'll find some will come even at 7:15. That one, even me, it was a problem with me when I first came. And we were quarreling with some Germans every now and then. When you plan a meeting, I must be even 5 minutes late. Even 2 minutes late, that one disturbs a German. Even 2 minutes. So when they say 7 sharp, 7 sharp. When they say the class starts at 7, it is 7 on dot. When they say break is starting from 11, it is that 11 on dot. When it ends, even when the teacher was talking, they tell the teacher it is break. So time, punctual culture, that is something the Germans, yeah, they like it. Then integration takes time, maybe a year. So don't come like, take time and integrate. Don't come when you are in a rush. Take time, integrate, know everything well is when you know steps to make. You can come here and do something that can cost you. Maybe to you it can look like a small thing, but it's a very big issue. So integration takes time. That is another thing. Now on cost of living also, high rents in major cities, the rents are high. In Germany, that is something that is there. High rents is there in Germany, and competitive housing market. Getting a house in Germany is not easy, where you will find they have written vacant. It takes time. You look for in the app, you book an appointment, you go and meet the owner, you tell the owner, I'm interested in the house. You provide your documents, your work contract and everything. They have to see like you are working, you can pay for that rent. You can pay for that rent. So that is something they check. That is something that they check. So the Germans on housing, the competitive housing market. It's competitive housing market. And now taxes. Taxes and insurance can reduce your take-home pay. So you can see that now I paid 4,000, but after the deduction, it can be even 2,700 because of taxes. Taxes are there. but they cannot leave you that, they cannot take that much and leave you with nothing. They leave you with something. So it's only you to plan within your ways. But there are many taxes. The tax, I don't know, being unemployed, you are paying taxes. For some people who will register as Christians will pay religion tax. There are some, you pay radios, you pay for radio after every 3 months, not every month. After every 3 months, there are radios. There are heating costs, many costs. So not that they can reduce that take home, that big difference. No, you still remain with something. You still remain with something. It depends with how you plan yourself. So what is there is in the cost of living. Cost of living can always be high or low, depending on how you plan yourself. So when you come, maybe someone feels, I want to live in a 1 bedroom. Someone has decided to live in a studio, like a bed sitter. You will find ni someone's decision. Kuna mtu ameamua hivyo. So cost of living, you can only save on that cost by planning yourself well. You plan yourself well. Food is not expensive. Like I said, the economy is strong. Food is not expensive, only on the rent and those small taxes. Otherwise, everything is good in Germany. So in conclusion, German offers a long-term stability and opportunities. And in your preparation, prepare for key language skills, also finances, because you will learn German. You need to learn German. You have to pay for it. You have to pay for it. And when you come to Germany, have that adaptability. You can adapt somewhere. Not that it will take you time. Plan for adaptability, how you will adapt. It is not about your country. There is weather changes. When you come here, you'll find you have not experienced winter. There is now winter. The temperatures are very cold, but you can survive. We also came here, and now we are still okay with it. Even the winter is just okay. It's not that worse. It's very okay. Even if you have those chest problems, you will be treated. So you will be treated and you will just be okay. So when you plan carefully, it will increase your chances for success. But what does planning carefully means? You learn your German language, you pass the language, then up to B2, many opportunities are opened. With B1, not many opportunities as B2. So B2 is always should be the goal. The goal in the language always should be the B2. Only that. So maybe let me take questions.
I've seen someone asking,
Mhm.
what is integration?
Integration is now you fix yourself in that system. Maybe you are used now that you are someone who on Sunday is when you rest at home and you hear your music well. But Sunday in Germany is a quiet day. Even the supermarkets are closed. Even the supermarket are closed on Sundays. Even you should not be making noise. So if you are someone who is used to that, then already you have to integrate. You have to get used to the system. What the system requires is what you have to get used to. If you are someone who is not used to punctuality, you can't be punctual. You must always say, I will run. Then you get there late. That one you have not integrated. Integration is going to Rome and doing what the Romans do. That is what I can say it in short. The rents in cash, it varies. Rents in cash varies. I think the least you can pay, I think, is 40,000 for a small studio like a bed sitter. Maybe I think that it can be much. Yeah. Another question. I can take another question.
Another question. What are the requirements of Ausbildung and what are some of the companies that offer Ausbildung?
With the Ausbildung, for now, they need B2 language certificate. For now, B1 has really dropped in demand because many people are providing B2. And also, they have seen that with B1, people still struggle to pass the Ausbildung. So the B2 is the required German language level. When you get the B2, now there are various hospitals that really needs those who want to be trained for Ausbildung in nursing. There are few hotels that can require people to be trained in the field of hospitality. The hospitals that offer Ausbildung for nursing are very many. I cannot highlight all of them. We have even the German Red Cross, the Wolfsburg Krankenhaus, almost all Krankenhaus, all hospitals. I mean, all hospitals, they will have an Ausbildung program because there is that inadequate people in that field. So you will find you can't wait for someone to come from somewhere to apply. And the salary rates you find, they are almost not that big difference. They are almost same. Not that big difference, but almost same. So many are there. How is racism rate in Germany? I've not experienced racism, but I know racism is still there. Racism is something that also depends on how you like how you want to be treated. The Germans are very funny people. They are not socialites. Germans are not socialites. Germans are not like you can meet someone and they just greet you anyhow. They are not socialites. So maybe you can even be in a bus. You are seated. You just see no one can sit next to you. They are even standing. It's not that maybe you don't feel like, am I, because I'm a black, that's why they don't want to sit next to me, or no, it's just some of their culture. They like even next to some of their colleagues is where they don't sit. So you'll find one chair is not occupied, but someone is standing. So racism depends on how you are the one who perceives something in a certain way. But it is also there. There are people who experience racism, I can say, but it's very rare. But for me, I've not heard of it. And also ask about how can you prevent clashes with the German people? Just do what brought you there. They don't like clashing. They don't like clashing, but also you do what brought you here, know the language, know your rights. Know your rights. When you're here, know your rights and speak your mind. Know the Germans also speak their mind. The German cannot see something is wrong and they keep quiet. They'll tell you. German, they don't have that, like they don't shy from saying the truth. So they will tell you if something is not correct, they just tell you. So also you, when you come, you adapt to that. If something is not correct, you don't keep quiet. You tell that person there and there. So that is, it won't be like a clash. So I hope that one I've answered. Then why is it that there's assumption that everyone is okay with doing nursing job. With my B1, can I get Berufskraftfahrer Ausbildung? You can get. You can get. Now, what the reason people I think go to nursing is because there is demand. So meaning the opportunity comes quicker. With your B1 certificate, you will apply for this Berufskraftfahrer Ausbildung. You will apply. There are opportunities. But now you will find that majority of them, they avoid to go that extra mile of taking someone from outside because it costs a lot. It has that cost. It costs a lot. So the application process, you cannot say it will be quicker than someone who applied for a nursing Ausbildung. You can get any other Ausbildung that you want, but it takes time. It takes time because majority, they don't take people, they start with people who are here. They start with people who are here. Then you'll find they just take few people. So with those ones, it takes time. It takes time. And also you can get. So it's not that every job is nursing. No. You can get, you just need to upgrade up to B2 because with B1 still you cannot get easily. You have to do up to base Y. Up to base Y, you can compete well. So imagine you are competing with someone with base Y and you have B1. So it's something a little bit difficult. So just do it up to base Y. You do applications. You can go to ausbildung.de, ausbildung.de, do applications, as many applications as you can. You will get feedbacks, you will get interviews, and you do. So you can get those other opportunities, not only nursing. So with specific employers that link, when you finish language, like Sharon said, when you finish language, you are helped well, so long as you have that base Y certificate. You are helped well how you can secure an Ausbildung. If it's that Berufskraftfahrer that you want, or you want the one for hotel, if you want any Ausbildung that you want, the duration now will be different. So the ones that mainly the passcode, the ones that mainly they get are for nursing. The other ones, they come rare. You can find two, or they only need one person. So it's rare. So those ones are there, but not much as compared to nursing. So what can you advise on unskilled job offers and transition to professional job? Okay, so you can, so long as maybe you need to do the nursing Ausbildung, you still can do because you have a Form 4 certificate. So you can just do the nursing. If you want to transit from warehouse worker to nursing job, you can do it. It is possible. That is possible. Okay, Ausbildung, I think I've explained. Ausbildung is a process where you learn. It depends. Maybe you are learning the one for electricity or something like that. So as you learn, you are paid. Then let me answer that with this person who was asked, can I work part-time in a Ausbildung? So when you are doing Ausbildung, you come here, the contract you are given is not by the German government or something like that, but an organization. Let's say you are coming to do maybe that for hotel. So that means there is a certain hotel that is going to cover for your expenses. So when you come, when you are going to school, that hotel is not like making you to go to job. So when you are going to school, it is just school. When there is no school, you go now to practicals. That practical is now in that place, that hotel that facilitated your relocation. So there you are sampling the practical hours. So during school, you don't go to work. When the schools are closed, now you go to, we say, work, where you are doing your practical. So it will be difficult to say that you can work part-time. You cannot work part-time. Maybe if you look for black job maybe is what you can do. Maybe you help someone in the farm, you help in these cleaning jobs, you help, but you cannot work maybe in a supermarket in an open place because you only have an house building visa. So if you go and work, someone, even when someone tells you, come and help me here, you go and help him in a certain activity and you get injured, you will be asked what happened. So if you are injured in the farm and you helped someone in the farm and you are doing house building for nursing here, they will want to know, why were you injured in the farm? What were you doing there? So it is against your visa and you can be reported. So the jobs you can do are those ones that you paid in cash. So those ones that you are paid in cash, you deal with the person there and there. If it is cleaning someone's house, you will be in someone's house. So police don't inspect there. But with the part-time jobs, you can't expect that you find now jobs maybe like in supermarket or in petrol stations or in another hospital. No. Part-time job is only after completing your house building, now when you're working. Okay. Any other question?
I can't see any questions from my end.
Yeah, from my end also. Can Shva's job pay me 1,500 euro? My motivation is money. Hey, Shva's job for 1,500. Let me see. I don't think it's there. I don't think. Maybe it depends on the Shva's job you want to do. But you can 1,500 is too much. That is someone's salary. That is someone's salary. But I think maybe Shva's job can pay up to 600. The proof of finances is requirement to certain visa. When you are coming with the chance carte is that when you are coming with a chance card, like that green card for US. So the one for Germany, you will prove your finances where you will need a blocked account. When you are coming with study visa, but for studying a degree here or studying in the university, doing masters or research, that one you'll need a blocked account. Also, when you are coming with the language visa, the one for studying German language here, those ones you need the proofs of finances. But when you are coming with the job contract, you don't need any proof of finance because you are coming to work. They know you have finance. When you are coming for house building, you don't need any proof of finance. And with house building also, you will find some hospitals, they give you place to stay. So you pay like 300 euros monthly only. So there you have all the heater, you share the kitchen. So just to answer the question, house sharing is allowed. It depends how is the house. No, they can't allow you to live in a small house, two people. You can only share a house when it is 2-bedroom. You cannot share 1-bedroom, 2 people. It's difficult. Even those who will plan to relocate later after finishing the house building, you want to relocate your family, they check the size of the house. So the house sharing is allowed, but everyone must have their own room. That is the rule. Any other question? Mhm.
I believe silence means there are no questions.
I can see some.
Okay.
Can I easily secure the US visa? Visit visa while still on house building. You will have to pay for it. You will secure the US visa. Then engineering house building, yeah, it's there, but not like I said, it needs time for you to get it. It needs time for you to get it. To understand certain offers like 32 PLN gloss. That one I also don't understand it. Equivalent to USD per hour. German, they use euros. I can't also understand this well. This 32 PLN gloss. I can't also understand it well. Maybe I think it's just something about US. So maybe it's a different thing in Germany. Okay, so when there are no further questions,
Okay. Thank you so
Sharon, there
much.
is one here you can answer.
Uh-huh.
Those who come via Chance Kate with only, this one I can answer. So with Chance Kate, you coming to look for a job. When you are coming with Chance Kate, you are coming to look for a job. And now when you come without a German language, like I said, German language is the key. You will only come, but you have that pressure. You can't get that job without the language. You will really struggle. You will really struggle because here in German, there is no office that speaks English. That is place you can work when you speak English. There is nothing like that. So even with Chance Kate, for your safety, learn German. Okay.
So in short, having a German language is a bonus for those who want
That is it.
to go with the job search visa
Yeah.
or the chance cutting.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Jonathan.
Much
We've
welcome.
we've really learned a lot, and now as we are preparing to come to Germany, we know what to expect, how to train our minds, the rules that we expect to find on the ground. Like from my country where I come from, laws are not very, they're not very much, they're not a necessity, because even if you do something wrong, you can always talk to a corrupt leader somewhere or a police officer and your case is done. But now we really need to adjust our minds to a situation where there are laws and they're implemented so that we do not find ourselves in trouble. And as you've heard from Herr Jonathan, German language is a key factor on your journey to Germany. And at Passcode Global, we have German language classes from A1 to C2. So our next intake is starting on 9th of March. Next week, am Montag. Am Montag means on Monday. So don't be left out. Reach out to us via 2547 184. Text that and then I will add you to our groups if you're not in our groups of communication, so that whenever we have another webinar happening, you're able to join and learn a thing or two about Germany. So if you're not in our groups, if you'd like to join the 9th of March class, reach out after this and we are going to have a call and discuss the way forward. Thank you so much for your time. Text us via that number. You can suggest the topics you want us to talk about next time. And we're really looking forward to having you in our next webinar and the other one after that, so that you get a lot of information as possible before you go to Germany. And all the best in your German language pathway. Those who are already done and we're looking for jobs for them, and those who are in classes as well. From the languages department, I want to wish you all the best, and everything is possible as long as you put your mind into it. So that will be the end of our webinar today. Thank you so much. We are looking forward to have you in our next webinar. Gute Nacht, everyone.
Gute Nacht.